and good morning. Welcome to the only way to start your day. Good morning, Kenya. My name is Samuel Njoroge. It's Entertainment Thursday. It's a bit cold and chilly, so I'm literally on some warm water right here. It's very critical for this weather. But again, we did tell you yesterday that we'll be kickstarting your morning today from 6 a.m. all the way to 9. And that is precisely what we are doing right here. How are you doing to all the English fans? You know what? Bora uhai. And to all the Croatian fans, let's do this, okay? That letters is very relative. But again, karibuni sana to the only way to start your day. Today, it's a bit different because we'd like to profile various forms of art and talent too, and creativity. And that is precisely why you've been enjoying that trailer, or that, let me call it a trailer right there, by none other than Edward Nyanaro. Now, this is a gentleman who has cut a niche for himself as an actor, as a model, as a casting director, and also as a voice artist. He is the gentleman we shall be engaging with for the next 50 or so minutes. So join us for that discussion. In the event you've got any question to him or about the industry, all you need to do is to hit the hashtag Good Morning Kenya on Twitter, or better yet, find us on SMS. I can say that is your favorite platform right now. No? Yeah, SMS, it's 22162. Edward Nyanaro, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Mi niko salama kabisa. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Tell us a bit about yourself.
I usually don't know how to answer that question. So I'll start by saying, my name is Edward Nyanaro, and I am an actor, voiceover artist, commercial model, and casting director at 254 Talent Management. So I'm a very all-rounded kind of a person, and in whatever I do, I try as much as possible to give it 100 or not to do it at all. So that's the kind of a person I am.
You don't have any gray areas?
Obviously.
In between, hakuna?
Kuna kuwaga nazo.
Black or white? Oh, you do have some gray areas here and there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Black, melanin.
Why this for you?
I've had different loves of my life in different parts of my life. So my first love was music. But it got to a moment where I had to let go. And commercial modeling was one thing that I picked up. And over time, it paid off when I started, and up until now. So then acting came by without my expectation. It's something I was interested in, but I did not see myself there. But when the opportunity came, I took it up. And I started out, and since then I've never looked back.
Never ever?
Yes.
Despite the challenges?
Despite the challenges.
The ups and the downs. How do you handle that?
It depends with what challenges come by. But like in the industry, every situation comes with its challenges. You find as much as you can get success in the arts industry, there's always pressure to achieve more. And there's always competition. So I've always tried not to match myself up or compare myself with another person, because everyone walks their journey. So when you start comparing yourself, you more often than not lose your focus, because, you know,
that's true.
The sun and the moon don't shine at the same time. So everyone has their season. Yeah.
And when it comes to, because I know you're also a casting director, what exactly gives someone a cutting edge when it comes to modeling and even for commercials and stuff like that? What do you look out for?
We always have briefs given by ad agencies on what they're looking for as far as the brief and the product. Yeah. So they'll look at the different age brackets. At times we could be asked to get a 25-year-old, tall, masculine, you understand? And if you're not within the age bracket and you're not tall or dark, and that is what is being looked for in the script, then obviously you don't fit the brief.
Yeah.
However, other than the physical appearance, there's also delivery. Yeah, you can fit the brief physically, but your performance is not up to par. So those are some of the things that we look at when we are doing castings for different stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go back now to Edward Nyanaro, the person. How was your upbringing like? Where did this person begin grooming his journey up?
I started in church. So I was born and bred in Kericho. I used to go to church at St. Mary's, Matobo. There was cathedral. So I used to do a lot of plays in school when I was in school and in church. So church plays, then music a bit. Then when I went into primary, I found that I was more into music and drama festivals. That's where my niche was really. And I progressed doing that in high school. When I went to Kisii, it was Nyangoge High School. I did that, choral verses. I was doing solo verses, narrations, and music, dance. So that was basically my background. So when I came to Nairobi, I realized there's a lot of opportunities here. And I was so thirsty for opportunity that whatever I used to see, like if I saw auditions, I always had to go for them. Yeah. But I had to find my space when I came in. So that's how my journey has been therein before. But I found myself in different companies trying to make life or make a living. But thereafter, I decided art is where I am meant to be.
Have you ever had a second thought, like, okay, fine, I could have the passion for this, but really given the circumstances, do I really want to continue with this?
I've had that. See, one thing is for sure, the industry in Kenya has grown over time, and that I really appreciate. You know, and given a better chance, we can do really more. We can actually do more. But I cannot say that we are there. So, but as far as changing of career is concerned, I feel like I'm living my dream. I just have to live it big, either here or internationally, given a chance. You know, like South Africa does really well because of its structures. Yeah, both in modeling, commercially, runways, as well as acting. Yeah, South Africa, we have Nigeria, we have New York, Hollywood. Everyone wants to be in Hollywood.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, so I'm taking a day at a time. I wouldn't mind getting to an international platform like I did on MTV, on that.
Sugar.
Yes.
How was your experience with Sugar? What exactly did Sugar add to Edward Nyanaro's life? Other than, of course, maybe the paycheck. But what exactly did it do to your artistic prowess, to you as the person we celebrate today?
See, to me, Sugar was really, it was dope in the sense that the messaging in it was about HIV prevalence in different age groups, the lifestyles, drinking, all that. All the messaging in Sugar really impacted on me. Yeah, and it's something that will always stay with me. And then the interaction I had, at that time, working with stars for the first time, it was just all stars. It had to sink in with time.
Hit kwanza.
In a hit.
Alafu, okay, fine. Take your time.
Exactly. Yeah. And prior to that, because I had done shoots that never went on air, now I felt like, you know what? You don't really need to know someone to get somewhere. You know, you just have to deliver on what you're supposed to do. If it's in an audition, yeah? So it gave me a feeling of, I can do this. You know, it sort of gave me an affirmation. And there was a growth in the my interest in acting, because since it was my first, then it gave me a platform to keep on doing it. You know, if it was just a fluff, then I could have just done that and gone back to advertising where I was.
Exactly. And you said earlier that the experience with sugar, once it happened, it made you realize that you don't quite need a godfather. You don't need someone holding your hand. When the right moment comes, it comes and it's really yours.
Yes.
But then again, people insist a lot on networking. And at the back of young actors, young models, they think the more you network, the more godfathers, or these days godmothers, you're likely to get, and they will land you somewhere. Is that misguided? Is that a misconception with the industry right now?
Okay. One, it takes talent. Yeah? You can't fake it. If you have it, you have it. And you will always shine when you have talent. And given the opportunities, it's not enough to have talent. It's enough to have talent and also look for opportunities where you can showcase your talent. And these days we have a lot of platforms. You can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Instagram, Twitter, you know. You can actually record yourself and broadcast, and people can see what you're doing, and people are getting so far. As far as knowing someone, it's important to know people. That is for a fact. Networking helps, yeah? But it also helps when you already have something. If you network and you don't have anything to offer, then you will just know people.
The lack of substance.
Yes.
And at times it's very hard to market lack of substance. And I know this may sound like a very cruel thing to say, but it's the truth. When it's not there, fine, I know you, but what's the take home?
Exactly.
At the end of the day, what's the take home? What's the value add of me knowing you, you knowing me? And then...
Exactly.
And they also say, when you're good at what you do, you tell other people.
Yes.
But when you're great at what you do, other people tell
you.
Exactly. So therein lies the difference. It's some minutes to 7:30, and I would like to appreciate a few people, because we went online and we told people, by the way, guys, Edward Nyanaro is doing this 7 to 8. Join us for this discussion. Lodeki Vincent, you say that, my friend, you will stretch your hand to the screen. Nisipo kushika utanieleza. Utataka kumwambia nini?
I hope you're catching me live.
Exactly. Catch the interview. Catch the interview. Linda Nyanaro, thank you so much. There is Schneider Care. You say you have, Schneider says you have a cute look.
Aw. Thanks.
Gideon Mugaka was interested to know in what the agenda of this conversation will be. It's all about profiling him and appreciating him as an actor, a voice artist, a commercial model, and a casting director. Harriet James ako na swali. Viatu zake ziko wapi? Hukurudisha. Ouch.
I'll see you after this.
Muonane kando. Okay, muonane kando. But again, Edward, coming back to voicing, what is this that is called a great voice? Because everyone says, you have a great voice.
Ah, yeah.
You have a great voice. Oh, your voice is great. At times, what's in a great voice?
What's in a great voice? Okay, a voice is really God-given. Like, it's what... You cannot get another voice, you know. If you're just born with it, it's either you have it or you don't.
It's either equal or maiko.
It's either equal or maiko.
Exactly.
That's a great voice. And then a great voice can be rich. So that is when you get to learn the skills of intonation, articulation, how to make your voice different, voice variation and all that, which I got to learn later because I delved into the voicing industry without knowing. It was just one of those
by chance moments.
I was just told by my friend Cloud Zatara, shout out. He told me there's an audition. Ebu, we go. I had not even been in studio. Ever. It was those culture shock now. headphones. Exactly. And then I read through. That was the first audition I did is the first job I got on voicing. And it gave me an impression of affirmation that you can do this.
Yeah.
But compared, that time compared to now, I have grown over time because there's a voice coach that I've been able to contact, and I do practices. She trains, and I also do YouTube research and stuff like that, you know. So your voice can be better with time.
With time.
You know, Jimmy, a voice, voice coach and practice. And practice, consistent practice. And you get documentaries, TV, commercials, radio ads, features that really supplement on an income as an artist that a lot of people are not taking advantage of, probably who are actors or musicians, you know.
And a lot of people think that just because you're good or just because you have it, it's going to find you where you are. And it's curious for me and maybe for other people out there watching us this morning to know what level of investment did you put to your talent?
As far as voicing is concerned, or like
voicing,
generally?
modeling, generally, the level of investment you've put.
As far as like commercial modeling is concerned, I had to find an agency when I started back in 2007. And I had to register, I had to do photo shoots. And from the photo shoots, then I even had to pay some of the photographers that I've worked with. I've had to invest and work with designers. So like Maggie Couture, you know, look good, go to the gym. Then as far as voicing is concerned, I've had to get training with Jennifer Canary. She's a very great voice artist, 17 years of experience.
Yeah.
And also YouTube, tutorials, you know, having access to information and also learning from experience that I have, you know, at times you goof up and then you learn. At times it's also good, and then getting mentors like Kenneth Ambani has been a good mentor. I used to look up to him from when I was in primary school. I remember they came, I was in class 6, Tausi team. They came to our primary school Highlands.
Wait, Tausi, class 6.
Yes.
Okay, we can start doing the math.
Yeah, and then amazingly I get to work with him on my first project.
That must have been something.
I was like, I wasn't believing it. You know, it was so real. So there's a lot of investment that I've put into my, my skill and talent that then complements the brand, and I can be able to then do further more because I have found out that over time, people like working with someone who's working, you know? And those that I have seen probably some of the voicing that I have done, because I've had to open SoundCloud, obviously the pages, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel, and very soon a website that I want to see to it that I broaden the platforms that I can reach people and also get more work as far as productions, voicing, and commercial modeling is concerned.
Just building a portfolio.
Yes. Building
a portfolio is very, very important. Any moment you can call or term as a regret so far?
In what exactly?
Just across the board. When you look at the various things you do, appreciating you, we've got to look at everything.
Yeah.
So is there something you would say, I wish I never did this?
No, I actually don't have any regrets because every other thing that I have done, I've just learned how not to do it so I can be able to do it better, you know? And one thing that I have appreciated over time is at times we spend so much time doing something and over time we realize that you're not being as productive in that particular thing. So like I had to leave music for me to concentrate on my company and the other forms of art. Because I felt that it was 9 years, I wasn't seeing as much growth as I would then. So it's one thing that I've learned over time that, yes, appreciate where you're not getting a break, let it aside, concentrate, yeah, let it aside literally, put more energy on what you're good in and be better at that, as opposed to trying to better what you're not good in.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But then, are there things you cannot do? Maybe out of principle, out of, I don't love using this word, but morals? But are there projects you can generally not undertake?
Yeah. There are projects that I cannot generally undertake. Those that do not agree with my values, and those that I feel the content being pushed is not the kind of person that I would want to relate myself to. But as far as acting is concerned, we do roles
That's true,
that
man.
are totally not us. We do roles that at times we borrow from our characters to make the roles richer. That's one thing that artistically I had to adjust to, because you cannot choose some of those. You understand?
Yeah.
But if it's something which has advocacy on moral issues that I do not agree with as an individual, then probably I'll let go.
You will let go.
Yeah.
But then your stand, we respect it, understandably so, we do. But then again, there's someone who would say anything goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
People would say, by the way, what are you telling me? I'm doing it. Does it work out for them? Between those that consider versus those that embrace anything and everything, to whom does it work out more?
It works out for both in different ways. This is how I'm going to say it.
Okay.
See, those who choose not to, they have reasons as to why they do that.
Yes.
Personally, I'm looking to getting endorsements and like brand ambassador endorsements from corporates. At times, what you do, even on a personal basis, and also on what you portray in different characters, can buy you from probably pushing some agendas that are related with a number of brands.
Yeah.
You know, so I do not want to be in a situation where I cannot represent a brand simply because of something that I could have said no to.
No to at one point.
At one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all about how do you want to be known?
Exactly. Just not compromising opportunities for a lifetime just because of a certain season.
Yeah,
it will come and go.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
And there'll be many more after that.
True.
But then, in your acting career, have you ever gone through the script and you're wondering, okay, now how do I deliver this? It happens. It does happen.
Yes.
You're required to make out with someone, or you're required to have a bedroom scene with someone. Does it take time? I wonder, how do people get there? You know, we've seen things on television, and at times you wonder, okay, fine, it's one thing what we've watched, but how did they get there? Has it ever happened to you?
Yeah, it has.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I remember
I'm talking to the right person.
on Samuel Njoroge, actually, that scene.
This
on
one
Samuel
right here?
Njoroge, yeah, this scene.
Okay.
So on this scene, thankfully, I had worked with Avril on Sugar. So we had met. Yeah, and I really respect her. She's a beautiful lady, and I admire her work. So we had this moment, even before we did this scene, when I was introduced as a character.
Yeah.
So I had read the script, and I was looking, who's this Eva? Then they take me to the changing room.
Meet Eva.
Meet Eva. We literally looked at each other and laughed and hugged it off. Yeah. How it happens on these scenes is the director is there and every other person, and we are taken through the scene. Obviously, you have read the scene, so you know what is expected of you.
Yeah.
There's obviously that tension here first, you know, you're feeling like, yeah, obviously you have to,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
so,
very important.
yeah, exactly, brush my teeth before the scene and stuff, and then, you know, cooperate in doing the scene, because then if she's comfortable, I'm comfortable.
Oh, that's how, if she's comfortable, you're
If she's comfortable, I'm comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah, and we did not have a problem on that kissing scene. And then there was the point where I had to be on my boxers only coming from the bed.
Yeah.
That one was uncomfortable.
And then it
Yeah,
happens.
that was uncomfortable because the way I had read the script, I did not see myself in a boxer.
And then it happens to be one of those of take one.
Yeah, so
No. We need take two.
You literally have to come out of the bed and stand, and the camera is there. So I'm like,
Did you what? Then the director
Yeah.
says, I need another shot. So take two. Take two, get back to the bed.
oh, like the kissing scene took a long time. We did like 3 takes. And then, everyone keeps quiet.
Yeah.
But it was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yes, it was amazing.
At the end of the day.
Yes.
I'm real. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That's what Edward says. It was amazing.
Shout out of you.
He
Love
just
you.
admitted it right here on Good Morning Kenya that it was amazing. But then, does rehearsal too is required? I remember there was a time I was watching an interview, and Taraji Henson, Cookie, was talking about this point in time she had to do a certain rehearsal for a scene with Tyrese for a movie they had done way back. And during the rehearsals, they were literally told, like, we can see you guys have some tension, and we require you guys to make out and all. So go mahali, you rehearse, you break the tension, then you come back. So when it comes now to rehearsing
Yes.
on some of these scenes, what exactly should be in somebody's mind before you embrace it? It's very important for upcoming actors out there.
You have to know, one, you're at work. Yeah? Don't get personal.
It's professional.
It's professional. That's for a fact. And then have good chemistry with each other. Like, don't wait until it's your scene for you to be together. And obviously, you'll have run lines prior. But also try and hang out. If you can, spending time together helps build chemistry between you so that, when you're shooting your scene, we don't find a lot of tension.
It doesn't come out.
Yeah, because I think in the beginning, there was some scenes that I had tension, and it was because of the inconsistency of my character. Then it was bringing this sort of feeling like, am I begging? Because my character in the beginning was this arrogant guy who's a player, But it got to a moment where my love interest started being the dominant person, and I was now trying to beg, and that was not my character.
The hunter becomes the
Yeah,
hunted.
you understand?
Yep.
So it's important for people to have that chemistry prior to shooting, and if you can hang out,
The
even better. Yeah,
Like,
it works.
create a friendship beyond.
Yeah, create a friendship beyond.
Create a friendship beyond. And if something comes out of it, you never know.
Oh yeah,
If
that
something
can
comes
also
out of
happen.
it can also happen. I mean, it's really still out there. It can still happen,
I see you.
It can happen, Edward. But again, you're one of the people who didn't just settle for talent. You went ahead and pushed the envelope. One of the minds behind 254 Talent Management. And now you're giving back to society, creating opportunities for employment, for growth, and all that. But then it didn't happen overnight. How has the journey and the process as far as 254 Talent Management is concerned?
Well, the journey has been good. It started out really as a struggle, yeah? But I thank God because I had been in the industry for 7 years as a commercial model before I started my company. So I had experienced what all talent experience, like the lack of proper push, or you're not getting as much opportunities, you feel like you're not given enough priority or time, and an actor or a talent really needs that. So, I stopped having this notion of we should have this should be better.
It should be like this.
Yeah. Then when the opportunity arose where someone had confidence in me than I did have for myself, I did not even think I would manage people, not let alone myself.
Yourself,
So at that time is when I decided, when this person had an interest from New York, let's have a representation of Kenya in New York. So pick 10 models, male models, female models, and a dancer, make a team. That's how Now 254 Talent Management started. You know, and then we didn't do the projects outside, so we started doing projects in here for commercials, voiceovers, experiential marketing, and all that. And over time, it has grown, because then people were asking, which company is this? People could not relate with my company. Mm-hmm. They knew me, but they didn't know my company. Yeah. And it has taken a while, but at least now I have given opportunities to a lot more people just like me, who probably, if I had not done that, we wouldn't be working together. And I have a sense of satisfaction when I see someone else's dream come true. That's why even our slogan is we make your dreams come true. Mm-hmm. We make dreams come true. Yeah. And having an impact to a family and their income, you know, and their dependence is something, it gives me so much satisfaction in what I do, and seeing someone successful, you know, because a lot of the people that I have worked with over time have been successful brands, not only in Kenya, but also internationally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now they're doing really, really well. So I have models who've been even signed by other modeling agencies internationally, and they're doing really well. You're doing really well.
Yeah. Is there something you've ever had to give up and sacrifice because of what you do?
Yeah. Hey, I used not to know how to balance my time because I'm doing a lot of things. So I found that at times I suffer as an individual. I was giving, in the beginning, I gave so much time and thought to my company that I forgot about myself as talent. Mm-hmm. So I had to find a balance to be able to see myself successful as well as my company without compromising one or the other, you know. Yeah. And then sacrificing being on an a cappella group now to concentrate on these others, you know. So there's always that, and then relationships, you know, either family or friends, because at times if you do not balance it well, you find yourself...
And I think that's the most painful thing.
Yeah, you know. So when you're never available, or whenever other people are having a get-together, you're not there.
You're not there, or just things begin not to work out because you're getting pulled to different directions.
Exactly.
You know, you need to concentrate on this, I need to concentrate on that, and then with time people become like we had never met, but we knew each other at one point. So before we bring this to a close, I like asking people daring questions on this show. The Thursday one, ungekuja Tuesday ungekuwa safe. Ungekuja Wednesday ungekuwa too safe, but Thursday I love asking people daring questions. Today I'm deviating a bit from the whole what's your favorite food, where do you hang out? I'm not doing that. What's the one thing you remember about your first date?
One thing I remember about my first date?
Yeah. I'm winning, guys.
What?
Was it that good, or was it that otherwise? I didn't put a word to otherwise.
No, it was good.
It was good.
It was good. Wait, it was just a date, yeah? You can't say it was good.
You're smart.
Yeah.
You are smart. If you were to do something which is not what you're doing or what we've discussed on set this morning, what would it be?
I'd be a dancer.
You'd be a dancer?
I'd be a dancer,
okay.
Totally.
Choose a crime that you would commit, like you would consider doing it, but that's not you. Yeah. Again, disclaimer, that is not him.
Tender.
You would tenderpreneur?
Yeah.
Anytime?
Yeah. And tender air.
I hear you. For less than 60 M.
Yes.
For less than 60 M. Let's make it 20. It's air. Or if you make it 100, the more the merrier.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
Yeah, and talking about tenders and everything, whoever is supplying cold in Nairobi, you've done a fantastic job. We're so pleased as Kenyans. Like, you have outdone yourself. Congratulations. Now can we move on? Kama ni salamu na heads up ulikuwa unataka. You've done a fantastic job. Whoever is supplying cold and chills around Nairobi, and also whoever is supplying savage for Kenyans on Twitter, keep it up. Keep it up. You're the guys we need for entrepreneurship in this country. So, Edward, last but not least, what next for you?
What's next? You know what? I take a day as it comes, yeah? However, I have been getting ready for opportunities for the longest time ever. And every time an opportunity arises right now, I just want to grasp it and go. Right now, we have started doing pitches, like for voice on holds for different companies.
Yeah.
So I was given a challenge by my mentor that you're so rigid. You only do this. And when I asked you to do scripts, you can't do scripts because you've said you cannot do it.
Push them.
Then that really made me think about it. I'm rigid, you know. So it gave me a challenge to start writing scripts. So I've done like 8 scripts which I've recorded also on voice. That's one venture that I'm getting into like at this time, and I'm going to do well in it. And so we don't have generic voiceover or voice on holds. You know those irritating ones you call?
Yeah.
Should I?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Thank you for calling George. Did you know that George
is a male English name?
English name for...
That means George. I thought you should know.
I thought you should know. So we are trying not to do that. Sorry. Yeah. It's just I'm cool. Yeah, so we're trying to give value. We are trying to give value to the quality of voicing and the services that someone does, who's probably an individual or a company does, and we upload it for the companies.
For the companies.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, as opposed to waiting for people to pitch, to give us work, we create and pitch to clients.
Absolutely. Create, pitch to clients. And we do hope that at the end of the day, you've picked a couple of things when it comes to this very industry, because it's a good industry with vast opportunities, but if very few people are able to understand it and make a niche for themselves, a majority misunderstand it. Others go into it with the wrong impression and with the wrong reason behind it. Yeah, just seek ye first the purpose of the industry, and all these other things will follow.
True.
Yeah, true. They will actually follow. It's been a pleasure, Edward.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Yo, we forgot.
What?
Africa Magic Viewers Choice Awards.
Yeah, AMVCA, 18 hours. How many nominations?
5 nominations.
5 nominations, man. But I still hold you accountable for something about 18 hours. But you're here to see what we need to test out. But congratulations. It is something amazing. AMVCA, guys, check it out. Their website, online. www.amvca.co. There's a slash somewhere. But you just Google AMVCA.
Okay.
No. I remember there's a slash something somewhere. Yes. But you can check out AMVCA online on Google. Make Google your friend. Check out the nominations, and therein you will realize that 18 hours has not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5, and that is a fantastic, fantastic thing. The medical drama.
Yes.
Yeah, premiered last year.
Yes.
Around October, November there.
Yeah.
And
based
it's
on a
doing
true story.
Amazing, and it's based on a true story. The cast, the crew, the people behind it definitely would do Kenya proud. All right.
Exactly, and even best actress in a comedy. There's Nice Wanjeri.
Nice Wanjeri.
Anti-Boss.
Yeah.
you guys should totally vote for these people and
telling you, but
bring this home.
I think we actually also need to make a lot of noise about it and make people realize that this has happened. It's not just another online conversation, guys. It's something we need to actualize. You know, go out there, do it for Kenya. Do it for these talented people who've put Kenya on the map, sawa sawa, and therefore we are able to make Kenya a better country, all right? Market it for all the right reasons and make sure that we're growing together as a nation. My name is Samuel Njoroge. Edward, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's been a pleasure.
It was a pleasure having you.
Yeah, we're in the season of handshakes as Jaisha Bado.
Yeah.